Okay, I powered my phone down, turned it off, and turned it back on. Let's see if this helps. We're on to part 3, and they're really short. But, yeah, decorum, a sense of holding yourself to a higher standard in front of a public group of people is nearly dead in this country. And it's kind of sad. Because without some semblance of control and decorum, I mean, can you really get anything done? Because you're not all going to agree on everything. And if people want to just throw themselves into these little fits, I don't know, maybe they just do this publicly and behind closed doors, they're a little bit more civil. And this is just all an act for us to see. See how bad we are, see how awesome we are, opposing what the president's saying, even though all of it's great. Actually, if all of it comes to fruition, I don't know. It's just a tit for tat. Tit for tat, tit for tat. And it doesn't do anything or give any confidence to, the Americans in this country that look at this and go, wow. Behaving like that in a public arena in the Congress of the United States of America is somewhat pathetic. I wouldn't want any of who I believe could actually do some good to act like that. But it seems to be the norm nowadays. I guess public theater is just getting more and more provocative, which is just ridiculous. So, yeah, that's where we're at in the United States. And it's somewhat pathetic. Well, on to the coronavirus really quick. At least they're implementing 14 days of containment of these people, of isolation, quarantine, before they come into the population in the United States. People are saying this is a big scare like all the other big scares before, but I don't want to become complacent and then a true one hits. And I'm just like, okay, well, it's like all the other ones. It's kind of like hurricanes, It's coming, it doesn't come. It's coming, it doesn't come. It's coming, it doesn't come. And by the fourth time, people are like, well, this one won't come either. And then, hence, you see all the videos on the news channels of people who were not prepared. And those who were prepared, but things got bad. But you understand what I'm saying. Complacency can cost you. So, I keep a wary eye on things. I don't trust completely at all, but I prepare as much as I possibly can, given the information I've been given, trying to read between the lines. I mean, that's just trying to be logical, and that's what I do. I try not to live in fear. I try not to live in panic. Just go about my daily life. But when it comes to big things that are happening in the world, I take a look at it, I try to assess it, and I try and do whatever it is I need to do, even quietly, to help my family in case of an emergency. I do not go around talking about this in my household or amongst my family members and friends all the time because, I mean, really, what do you hope to accomplish? Now, I do mention things every now and then, like when my dad got me an Echo for the house. Well, he got all the siblings like an Echo for the house for Christmas one year. And I was like, well, I'm not going to use it because I really don't want that in my house. I think at that point they kind of understood how I felt, but I'm not making a big deal out of it. Or my sister who works in New York, she flies back and forth, and I told her, I said, just take extra precautions because you're in a main area, where people can come in from China and other locations who could possibly be infected. Those are the kind of things I mentioned kind of in passing, but out of concern, but I don't go on and on and on and on about it. So just be vigilant. If you want, extra food in your house, rice and beans are cheap and a good staple to have that won't go bad. And of course, canned foods, but rice and beans are really cheap instead of investing in a whole bunch of MREs and stuff like that. If you don't have a lot of funds, rice and beans. And buy water. Every time you go to the grocery store, just buy a little extra every time. And put it away. You don't have to make a big to-do about it. Just do it. I have certain things that I have in my hidden away. I have a survival guide about plants and things I can do that to this area of the United States. A book. I have Flint. I have a water filter in case I ever need it. I have cotton balls, with Vaseline that are good fire starters, tucked away in a little Ziploc bag just in case. I mean, I might never need a bit of any of this. I don't have a ton of it, but it'll make a difference in case of an emergency. Just put it away. So, anyway, just decorum is, going back to what I originally said, is kind of gone. I mean, you don't want decorum to the point where nobody actually speaks the truth. That's not what I'm saying. You can speak the truth and you can do it tactfully. And you can get your point across and you can do it tactfully. And you can win an argument and you can do it tactfully. It can all be done without acting like a child on national television. Just my thoughts. Y'all have a nice day. Bye for now.